Morning everyone, welcome back to another video. James is here. Hello James, how are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Did you have a good night last night?
Fantastic night.
Great. So today we're installing a burglar alarm for a client that has actually been burgled 3 times in the past. So the guys at Boundary have kindly supplied us with a kit. Here it is. Let's have a look, James. It comes in a home security, made smarter, and the box is really nice. So we haven't opened it yet. We'll get in. The client's going to go out for the day so we can install this and we can do a thorough walkthrough and a setup. And to be honest, anyone could do this. So we'll see in a bit. So here we are. Client has got out. We've got the alarm system from Boundary. Step-by-step guide. Some lovely window stickers if we want to put those on. See what the client says. You do the honours, James. Look at that. Nice 2 little handles. That's stunning. Yeah, it's like unboxing an iPhone, look. So, what have we got in the box then? We've got the hub to go on the wall. We've got the sensors and fobs. And we've got the outdoor siren. Nice, James, nice. Nice, what have I got on? Oh, they're alright. Some tartan for the old Scottish supporters out there. First things first, we need to download the Boundary hub, mate. So you do that onto your phone, please. And then we can start installing. So first thing we've got to do is position the hub. So it needs to be in a central location so the signal can reach all sensors. And ideally 45 seconds, do not mount it on an external wall. So it needs to go on an internal wall and 45 seconds away from the main exit door, with access to a power socket that is not going to be accidentally unplugged. Ideally where it can be seen, can't be seen from outside, just below eye level. So for you that's about 7 foot. And close to your Wi-Fi router as possible for optimal performance. So we're going to get this mounted on the wall and choose the location first. So we've decided to put it over here. We've got a spare socket. We're going to mount it on this, not on the outer wall, but on the boxing in, and it's going to be, the cable will be hidden by this curtain, and the pad will go there. You don't actually need to use the keypad a lot. It's more of a hub to make it all work, basically. So we'll get this mounted up. It's fairly simple. 2 screws, click it to the wall, plug it in, and then we'll come back to you. So we're just putting the 4 screws in. Luckily this is wooden boxing in, so we don't need a drill, but if you needed a drill, it's fairly simple. Drill 4 holes, level it up, plug the hub in, and then we'll click it into the bracket. Okay, we've powered up, we've got initializing. Now what we need to do is connect to the homeowner's hub. So we'll do that now. Won't show you that obviously because we don't want to show you the code, but we'll put that in now and we'll come back to you. So we just had a cheeky text from the client. Look, can we put this light up as well while we're here today? Eh? Typical. While James is connecting that to the interwebs, I'll just show you what else we've got in here. So sensors and fobs, it's quite self-explanatory. So we've got motion sensors that go in the corners of the rooms. Obviously you buy the kit depending on how big your house is and how many you need. You've got contact sensors that will go on main windows. And then we've also got key fobs. We've got 2 key fobs. So this is if you come in and the alarm's going off and you need to tap it onto that box over there, it will turn the alarm off without needing the code. Last but not least, we've got the Boundary external sounder, which we'll have to put up. But James is going to go up the ladder today, ain't you, James?
Yeah.
And it's raining, so good time. So we're now on the network. The firmware on the device is just updating, so we'll just wait for that. But we'll move on to the installing the motion sensors into the rooms. So it just gives you a bit of a guide here, considering how to mount them, leaving a minimum gap between the top of the sensor and the ceiling. On this room, where we're going to put one, we'll have to abide by that. But out here, we've got some coving, so we can just butt it up to the top of the coving there, like so. So we've got 4 sensors to install, 2 door contacts, and 3 starting. Okay, so once we are ready to install these and get them onto the system, we'll come back to you. So I was just saying to James there, so you've got a back door here, which we will put a door contact on. So if someone gets in this door, it'll go off. Likewise with the front door. And rather than putting a sensor up in the corner there or up there, with it looking towards the door, because if someone then walks to this door, it will go off. So you want it up there in the corner, either corner, where it's facing away from the door. So if someone does come in, then it will pick them up, okay? So it's quite self-explanatory, like out here. So you don't want to put the sensor up there. You probably want to put the sensor up here. So if someone comes through this door, someone comes through that door, or someone comes down the stairs, it's going to pick them up. So James is now connecting the hub to the app on his phone, and then what we'll do is we'll show the client how to do it when they come back from work today. Okay, we're now in, so it's asking us to set up some rooms. So first room we're going to set up is the living room. Continue. So pick up a sensor you would like to set up. It is important you do not remove the battery tab until you've scanned the QR code on the next screen. Let it access the camera. Okay, so we're just pairing at the sensor. We just took the cover off the back there to find the QR code.
You pull the tab now.
So now you can pull the battery out of the sensor. Like so, without pulling the battery out. And now we can mount this on there. And the good thing about this is, in here, you haven't even got to use screws because they give us some sticky tabs. Because obviously, being electricians, James, what do we know about that might be running down in the corner?
Cables.
Cables. So we're just going to use the sticky pads, which are ultra sticky pads.
Yeah.
Okay, so this sensor has now been paired up and it's marked up as living room. So we now go ahead and put this sensor up on the wall. So there's just a little, what's the pine cones, mate? So this is marked up as living room. Hopefully you can see that's not too bright. And it says on entry and exit route. So we need to tick this box for the living room and the hallway, because those are going to be the two doors that you come into to access the house, and it won't put it in alarm. It knows that you're coming in to unarm it. So this is why you need to leave the 5 centimeters, because that bracket needs to slide and then off, and then it clicks in like that. So my bracket's up, my head is going on, left enough room for it to go on the bracket, clicked it in, and then we're going to take off the film like that. We're just going to set up the 2 door contacts, so we're going to do one on the front door, one on the back door, and again, like the PIRs, there's going to be a QR code on the back of this Nope, there isn't a QR code on the back.
It's on top.
There we go. There's a QR code on the top of the sensor there. So we're just installing the door contacts, okay? So just to make note, 25mm maximum gap between the parts when the door window's closed, okay? And larger sensor goes on the frame, i.e. this one will go on the frame, like so. And then the little one in my hand there will go on the door itself that's going to swing open, making sure that that gap is less than 25mm. Here we go, first door contact done, gap between is less than 25mm. So because we can't fit it on the top of this door, we've stuck it down there, and we'll tell the homeowner we can change this, or we can actually delete this one off and they can just use the PIR that is mounted up in that top corner. So we've done all our sensors. We've now got to do the outdoor siren. So consider the best position outside of your house, clearly visible by passerby, so at the front, mounted high enough so not to be reached by intruders, and ideally within 4 meters of the hub. If you have connectivity issues, consider mounting your siren closer. We're just going to lift the lid, unscrew the 2 screws, scan the QR code, and unscrew the fixing bracket, Hold the lid with a manual screwdriver and pull the battery tab to complete the connection. While the siren is pairing, the boundary app will show a spinning wheel. This will disappear when the siren is successfully paired. Once they're paired, tighten the fixing screws on the battery tab with a manual screwdriver and mount the siren. Literally 3 fixings up on the top wall there. So we're just going through the app onto the pair siren section, scan the little QR code in the top corner there, and then what we have to do is undo this battery tab to activate the siren itself. Click the battery tab back down and do the screw up, and then once this is paired on the app there, we can actually screw this to the wall. So we'll wait for this to pair up and then we'll get it fixed up on the wall. So we're yet to screw the siren up because we're still working through and it is still lashing it outside. But what we're going to do now is set up the key fobs. So you get 2 key fobs, and basically what this is if you come into the house and you don't know the code, or you've given someone your keys or whatever, they can come in, tap this on the top of the hub like that. Obviously they know where the hub is because it's you've told them. And if you lose these, you can deactivate them on the app as well. So we're just going to set them up now. Come over to the hub itself and literally tap the hub under there. It detects the key as it has on there, and then it will register it to your name on the app. Another great feature about this, if you can see on the app, all of the sensors actually give you a readout of the temperatures in your house, which is, I think, is bloody pretty cool. Do you think it's pretty cool, James?
I enjoy that, yeah.
Do you enjoy that?
I can see what...
Very, very concise, precise measurements there. Okay, hopefully you can experience the wetness with me. I've put the siren up on the top of the house there. So now we're going to do a proper test to make it go off. Yeah, we may as well go outside and do it. So last but not least, what we're going to do is go outside. We're then going to trigger the alarm, and pretending that we're the intruders that were here earlier. And we're not going to disarm the alarm. We're going to make sure the siren goes off and you'll be able to hear the siren outside. So there we go. The alarm is armed. We're now going to go through the door. Make sure it triggers. There we go. It triggers the hallway there, as you can see.
Front door.
Hallway front door has been triggered. We're gonna let that countdown continue. So we're an intruder, so that's still counting down, and then within 45 seconds, this alarm will then be blaring away for you all to hear. Yeah, it'll still be going off. There you go. Can you disarm it? Right, go inside. There you go. There you go. Disarmed it via the phone. Excellent. Right, there we go. Absolutely soaked. We've done the extra light for the client as well. So massive shout out to Boundary for sending the system to protect this client's home. Don't forget CJR code for 45% discount off on a system. If you found the video interesting, give it a thumbs up. If you like the acting, give it a thumbs up. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Beautiful.